Evening, Luna.
Hi, good evening. There.
How are you doing?
Ah, like
What?
as usual, you know, nothing much, nothing special.
Just as usual.
Yeah.
Okay. And today we are going to talk about words.
Okay. Word.
How to learn words and how many words you should know. So, what is your idea about the first question? How to learn words?
You know, I am going to teach Chinese. To like some for some students like foreign students, and I try to figure out what kind of Chinese character they should learn at the beginning, and then they can go on by themselves, much easier.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I figured out just about maybe 100 words, something like that,
And then,
and then they can practice with me. I will teach them this 100 words and talk with many stuff with them with this stuff.
so how do we teach them 100 words?
I think these words, it's like from their normal life. So their daily life, they will often say something. Like at the beginning, they will often use, very frequent and high frequency. So, and very easy. Yeah, this kind of stuff. So I will uh, like talk with them about this stuff first, and then they understand what I'm talking about. They will imitate me, and then they can speak this, that, and then just with these different words, try to combine in different way to express their different ideas.
So, if you teach them like this, how long will it take for them to learn 100 words?
I'm not sure. It depends on their time. If they just every day just depend on my lesson, of course, maybe need 1 month. But if they learn by themselves as well, like just I'm a like a guide for them. They often practice by themselves. Maybe 1 week is enough.
So, for example, if I just have 1 hour a day for learning Chinese and I use this time every day,
Hmm.
how long will it take me to learn 100 words in Chinese?
uh like this to like just in my lesson you don't review them by yourself, right? You don't use it in your daily life.
I don't have any other time and I don't need Chinese in my daily life.
No, you practice. It doesn't mean you should find some specific environment. You can practice with yourself.
No, I don't have any, let's say, I don't have any other time. I just have 1 hour a day and I want to know how long it will take me to learn 100 words. That's my question.
In my lesson I will try to make you learn these 100 words, uh 3 weeks, 2 weeks to 3 weeks.
2
Yeah, if
weeks?
2 or 3 weeks, because it's just on my lesson. You don't practice it with any other time. Of course, you need time. So about 3 weeks at least.
Okay, and if I practice by myself, how should I practice words by myself?
Just like make a game, like a words game. Play it everywhere. Understand?
No, I have
Okay.
never learned Chinese. How should I go about learning words.
Yeah, because Chinese lesson generally the people will teach you the first lesson about pinyin pronunciation, right? And then go to
Yeah.
words, and then go to sentence, and then blah blah grammar something. But in my case, I think you just need to figure it out what is Chinese, how they describe some simple thing, right? So how to greet with people, how to say you, I, and you, right? How to talk, just talk with one person. So generally, it's I and you, just the two, right? Like way and describe some very simple stuff. You use some simple words like you know uh, about greeting, about emotion, about asking something, about like about introduce yourself, blah blah like this. Yeah.
Okay, and let's say I want to go to China.
Mm.
How many words should I learn before I go to China that I feel comfortable?
Uh, you feel comfortable. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on your character, Even you just learn the two words, 你好, you can go to China. It doesn't
No, I'm
matter.
really comfortable, not my illusion of comfort. I mean comfortable in terms of language, that I can understand people and speak.
If about understand people, I think you need if just about words, I think
Yeah,
1,000. Yeah, maybe 1,000. About 500, 1,000. About uh, this quantity, I think it's almost you can talk some normal
from
stuff.
100 to 5,000.
500 to 1,000.
500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. In my case, I generally I learn the language like this way. I don't like learn so many words at the beginning. Like I try to recite every vocabulary lesson. So I mean, maybe it's not about all the words. You should learn first, and then you can be confident, and then speak fluently with people. It's not this way. I think words is like how to use them, how to communicate with people is more important. So generally, I will teach them the words that they will communicate with people. That words first to try to express themselves, uh, can make the others understand them with in some simple words, and uh, can make people like think, oh, this guy I can communicate with. That's
Hmm?
enough. Yeah, not because how many words like English has, how many words Chinese has. You spend all your
I know
life.
that English has about 1 million words.
Yeah, you can spend the whole life to learn it. It's endless, right? So if every day you learn one the 10 words, you need to spend how many years to learn all the words? Whole life is not enough, right? So
100,000 years.
yeah, so you get tired of learning, of course. So I don't think you need learn so many words. Just like can make the others understand you in simple words. That simple words, it's already enough to start to communicate.
Okay. Thank you. I got it.
And what's your idea about? Yeah, you have learning Chinese and English and some other languages. What about your conclusion?
I don't have any conclusion. I just have an idea
Mm-hmm.
that in order to learn words, it is not necessary to focus on words
Mm-hmm.
because words are always, you cannot do anything in the language without words. So words are just inside of the language automatically. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to do anything special for learning words because in any language activity, anything that is about language, it has words inside. So whatever you do, listen, read, write, talk to somebody, there are always words there. And in the beginning, of course, I suggest to focus on input and communication, and maybe later focus more on reading when you feel that you already feel very comfortable. It's like when you already achieve spoken fluency, you can focus more on reading. And that will bring you more words automatically. That is my idea.
Yeah, yeah. I know your idea. You know, it's like kids how they learn language, right? They just try to listen first, understand first, and communicate with their parents first, right? And then maybe further learn writing, reading. Yeah, it's naturally they get the words by this way.
Uh,
Yeah.
One tip I have for people is try to check, like look up words as little as possible.
Mhm.
Because when you look up too many words, you interrupt this flow of language learning. It just boom, boom, boom. It doesn't go smoothly. So I suggest look up words only when it's absolutely necessary. In most cases, I just skip words that I don't understand because I know from my experience that I will understand them later. Or if I hear this word about 10 times in maybe 2 days and still cannot understand them, then I will look it up. But it's not the first thing that I do. If I look up words, I do it later. Or I never look them up, I just figure them out from context.
Mhm. Yeah, this is the way, natural way, try to like like get the that words right by the context, by the conversation, by the environment, not exactly search that word and use it. You know, it generally like in traditional learning, school learning, we will try to remember, recite the words,
Mhm.
like and maybe when we read the books, we often go to every word, like check
Yeah.
every word, and then go on. You know, it's very hard. It makes the reading very boring. I get this bad like habit, and then now I learned from you. I try to stop it and skip. You know, like the words that I don't understand, and just try to fast reading first, get the meaning, like guess the meaning, and if that word appeared many times, repeated many times, that I will try to figure it out by the context, and then like I can remember that word much easier than the other type, you know. So and I think reading is much difficult for a beginner. It's better at the beginning you try to figure it out by listening, by the conversation. You know,
Yeah.
when yeah, yeah. In this way, maybe you get the language feeling much uh, basic. You know, because language feeling is about that is about the I think it's very basic step. for the language learning. If you don't get the language feeling first, then directly go to the word later. Go to the word, grammar, pronunciation, something like that. Later you will feel it's like it's divided from your body. You cannot unconsciously get it. You know, it's not so like it's not like become one part of yourself. Yeah, it's so I suggest them don't try to learn the words at the beginning. Try to get the feeling. So listening more and get the meaning more from the interact, right? Imitating or communication. Yeah.
Just
So
let words come to you.
yeah. Because when you often talk or listen some words, right? When you speak that or when you talk something, the others often speak something, and then finally you get it. Then you will imitate them to use that word. By this way, you know that word will never escape from you. It's yours.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, for beginner, because for Chinese, almost the Chinese people, they learn foreign language, they learn English or some other language. They they are beginners, all from beginners. Even they passed CET6, CET4, because they didn't start from the basic step, like the feeling. They didn't build it. So I suggest all Chinese students start from listening and talking, not not like recite the words, the grammar or something. Yeah, they should, you know, like go back to this first step. They need it and build this background environment about this language, and then it's much easier for them, you know, to get it unconscious.
I suggest everybody try to be a beginner even when your language is quite good.
Yeah. In this way, like because like when you often communicate with the others, like in daily life, generally you uh, focus that the thing you like, right? The common thing generally is very common topic. So common topic you repeat many times. It's like, you know, it's like a narrow learning, narrow reading, or something that you often repeat. Of course, you can get it very fast, get it very natural. Right? In this way, you can figure out how many words you need, right? How to learn the new words. Yeah, all you get all. You will find the words. It's not so difficult to learn, and you don't need so many words. Yeah, to like to uh, uh, take a excuse, you know, to say that my English is so poor, so I cannot speak, I cannot blah blah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for advice.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay. See you.
have a good night.
Bye.